Good afternoon, students. I said good afternoon, students.
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay. Nikunj, yesterday what were we doing in the class?
So this is tutorial.
This is tutorial. Actually, there is no tutorial anymore. Everything
Okay.
is lecture. So, any idea what were we doing in the last class?
The dangling हो गया था.
Dangling हो गया था. Dangle, dangle करना खत्म कर दिए.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Um, as I am not in a great condition today, I'll be sharing with you a particular sheet, and section C is also there with me. Please bear with me because since condition is not, you know, good, I would, prefer dealing with the exercise today. So this is all dealing with dangling and misplaced modifiers. So if one by one we could respond to the question. So I nearly made $50 today. Is sentence correct or not? I nearly made $50 today. What happened? Students, please respond to question number one. What about this sentence? I nearly made $50 today. Is there any issue in the class? Section C? Are you there? I mean, physically, mentally, are you there in the class or not? I can see so many names. Should I just throw you out of the class and then, probably you will have some mental awareness of how the class is conducted? What about section F? यार या तो रेस्पॉन्ड करो नहीं तो निकाल देंगे आज क्लास से.
Yes, sir.
प्रसून Parashar, let's lock the room first. Yes, locked. Now, Prasun Parashar, you know that the room is locked. If you respond, then fine. If you don't respond, I am going to throw you off the class. Aditi, are you there, beta? Okay, where is Prasun? Prasun, are you there? Hi, Anna. At least you can answer through the chat. Are you there or not? Yes or no? Fine. Prasun, last call. क्या यार 50 फोन करोगे सर हटा दिए ये क्या किए ऐसा क्यों किए ऐसा क्यों किए वो तो हमारा मर्जी है भाई कर ही सकते हैं anyway, Sentence number 1. What is the issue? Is it okay? I nearly made $50 today. Yeah,
So
Sir,
I made nearly $50 today.
made nearly $50 today. Reason why you are changing it? What is the change of? Why is the change of the position?
So because he made $50 nearly about a sum. It's talking about the sum of the money he made.
How good. What is your name, beta?
So Jatin
Jatin. Jatin, what?
Bigthal.
Okay, good, good, very good. The next sentence. What? When we opened the leather woman's purse, we found the missing keys. I think this is easy, pretty easy for you. The previous one, it was about the approximate amount of money. So it was approximately $50 or nearly $50, almost $50. So you could say that. Here it's easier. When we opened the leather woman's purse, we found the missing keys. I think this is pretty easy.
So when
What
we
is taking
open the woman's leather purse, woman's leather
both
purse.
say, both say, both say. This leather that you are seeing over here, uh, this shifts to this position and the sentence is correct. The job scarcely took an hour to complete.
सर
Yes,
मीटिंग लॉक कर दिया है, स्टूडेंट को ज्वाइन करना था एक,
कोई नहीं.
तो आप अनलॉक कर दीजिए.
जी सर. ओके, ठीक है सर, ठीक है, ठीक है सर. Yes, the job scarcely took an hour to complete. Anything that you want to say over here? The job scarcely took an hour to complete.
The job took scarcely an hour to complete.
The job took
So
scarcely an hour to complete. She sure about this.
I think so.
Um, have you used scarce? Can you give any other example where scarcely can be in a sentence, used in a sentence? I'm giving you one. I was scarcely able to move when I saw the snake. I was scarcely able to move. So here, what we are seeing is, or you can say, uh, when you are putting it in a sentence like, I can scarcely believe the news. I can hardly believe the news. Or you can say, uh, this is scarcely enough food. So this is barely enough food. We have barely enough food. So here, what is the issue? Can we, I mean, do we have to change something or is it okay? The job scarcely took an hour to complete. The job took scarcely an hour. Scarcely का मतलब क्या है? Scarcely means by a small margin or uh, almost nothing. So here, what we have is, you are saying the job took scarcely an hour. Uh, are we in agreement, the entire class? The job scarcely took an hour, or the job scarcely took an hour, or the job took scarcely an hour. What seems to be more logical? The building had scarcely changed in in so many years. This is one sentence. In this case, you are finding that the building has scarcely changed. Between has and changed, scarcely is appearing. Um, there is scarcely enough food uh, in the godown. Here, scarcely is sitting just after the verb and before the adjective. So, scarcely is basically taking that position uh, where it is supposed to modify a particular modifier. तो in those cases it is fine. यहाँ पे scarcely took होता है या scarcely an hour होता है, यही सवाल है. Scarcely an hour होता है या scarcely took होता है. I had some voices, Jatin and all, who have suddenly gone silent.
सर
Nikunj, you have gone silent as well. Yes.
सर
Yes, sir.
सर मीटिंग अनलॉक कर दो जरा सर, मैसेज आ रहे हैं सर.
Arey, I have unlocked the meeting. How many times do I have to say this? I have unlocked. Just, I mean, your sir had called me. If your friends are not joining, you can see participants booming up to 110. अगर बढ़ते हुए फिगर को भी देख के आपको समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, आपको एक ही बात पड़ी हुई है. What is your name? What is your name? Tell me.
सर कृतेश, सॉरी सर,
Yes, you better be.
सॉरी सर, नहीं होगा.
Yeah, Nikunj.
तो scarcely an hour होना चाहिए.
Hmm.
Sir, I think. Hello, sir.
Yes.
I think, sir, this is correct.
This is correct. Acha. If it is correct, let us have a discussion because we are having two kinds of answers. Agar, see, scarcely is an adverb. Either it is going to modify took or it is going to modify an hour, which is a noun. Here, you are getting, when you are saying an hour, you are giving a particular time limit. You are setting a particular time limit over here. And here, you are setting a particular uh, action. Now, um, by the nature of this particular uh, adverb, we know that adverbs modify verbs, adjectives, and adverbs. Can it modify nouns? I guess no. That is not possible. So it is not going to modify this one. But प्रश्न ये है कि took ये पहले वो आएगा या बाद में आएगा? Because sometimes we see that there are some adverbs which come after the verb. So he runs fast. Rather than saying he fast runs, we say he runs fast. Here, fast is the post modifier of the verb run. Now, in this case, the job scarcely took an hour to complete. The job took scarcely an hour to complete. Here, the difference, if you read, Renan Martin, there are many types of adverbs. There is adverb of manner, adverb of place, adverb of time, adverb of quantity, adverb of degree, adverb of reason, many kinds of adverbs. And in adverb of degree um, and adverb of quantity, we normally find that uh, whatever the Adverb is it either comes before or after the verb. Here, I think the sentence, the job scarcely took an hour, is perfect. There is no problem at all because scarcely is coming into that adverb of degree. How much? So, how much? How much of the verb did it take? Scarcely take. How and what is that quantity? An hour to complete. तो what का आंसर नहीं देता है एडवर्ब, हाउ का आंसर देता है, वाई का आंसर देता है, व्हेन का आंसर देता है. It also answers other questions that you might have. So I only have 5 minutes to talk with you. The next question: what is the sentence going to be? I only have 5 minutes to talk. This is easy. This is a full toss. Please tell me. If you remember, bolo.
So I have only 5 minutes to talk to you.
Good. No doubt about that. The next sentence: the striking Honda's paint job. In case anybody has questions, then only always takes, I mean, the post position of the verb. It will always take the post position. So I have only 5 minutes to talk. In the exams, let me give you some live examples. Your invigilator tells you you have only 5 minutes left. So only, which is an adverb of degree, it will always take, adverb of frequency, it will always take the post position of the verb. There is no doubt about it. वो preposition कभी नहीं ले सकता है. The striking Honda's paint job made everyone gasp. The striking Honda's paint job made everyone gasp. So everyone was shocked. Such a paint job it was. Now, what is the sentence? Can you find if anything is odd in this sentence? This sentence is trying to say, in case you are not finding it, this sentence is trying to say that the Hondas, it is the Honda's paint job. Now, what about this striking? Where should it go? It is the Honda's paint job actually. Where should striking go? Striking is an adjective. Where should the adjective go? Should it sit over here or should it go somewhere else? It is going to shift over here. So let me just change the position because you deserve to check. Next exercise: we hiked through the forest wearing only light shirts and shorts. Is the sentence okay? Is the sentence okay? क्या हुआ जी? Nobody is responding at all. Is the sentence correct or not? We hiked through the forest wearing only light shirts and shorts. I think there is no problem with it.
Yes, sir, because only is coming after verb.
Now, in this case, only is applying to this what kind of dress is being worn. Wearing only something. Only wearing something. Wearing only something. And yes, you can say that it is taking the postposition of the verb. The fans stood in line to buy tickets to the show for 20 minutes. This is easy. It's like bowling a full toss to Chris Gale. The fans stood in line to buy tickets to the show for 20 minutes. Listen, section C, in case you have not dealt with modifiers. Have you dealt with modifiers till now? No? Section C. यार इतने सारे लोग तो ज्वाइन कर रहे हो, थोड़ा आंसर भी कर दो कि आप लोग मॉडिफायर डील किए हो अभी तक क्लास में, हो चुका है मॉडिफायर्स?
Sir,
So, sorry, I got disconnected for some time. Actually, once you are out of GLA, the internet connection goes through many jolts. So, as I was saying, you have to think about what kind of first look at the sentence, look at the clusters that are forming. First of all, there is one cluster, the fans stood in line. Okay, what is their intention? To buy tickets. And for what? To the show. Now, here this for 20 minutes is odd, oddly placed. Q? Because once you have said the fans stood in line to buy tickets, uske baad in the post position you are putting the reason why, and that answer is not, I mean, for how long, that has not been said. The fans stood in line to buy tickets, but for how long, that has not been said. It has been said, but after something else has been said to the show. So you have to look at these little, oddities that are there. The fans stood in line. You can put it here for 20 minutes to buy tickets to the show. Then Rina read a chilling article in the New York Times about the effects of mercury poisoning. What is this sentence? Is it correct or incorrect?
Sir, about the effects of mercury poisoning will come after article.
About the mercury effects. Okay. Read a chilling article about something in the New York Times. Okay, agreed. Initially, I didn't think of this. I thought that the sentence is perfect, but this is looking more perfect. So the salesman sold the picture to the short woman in the silver frame. सेंटेंस का मतलब है कि सेल्समैन ने एक पिक्चर बेचा एक औरत को सिल्वर फ्रेम में. That's the meaning. Is it correct?
Sir, in the silver frame will come after the picture.
Good. In the silver frame will come after the picture. Very good. Coming to the next sentence. My friend uses a pen to write his essays with a gold cap. What is similarly, there is something. So write his essays with a gold cap. Is it? Do essays have a gold cap?
No, sir.
So essays don't have a
After
gold
pen.
cap.
After pen, it
Pen
will
has
come.
a pen
Gold.
has a gold cap. Pen can have a gold cap. So with a gold cap will come after pen. The governor made some remarks about inflation during her news conference. Made some remarks about inflation during her news conference.
Sir, it is correct, I think.
Yes, there is no issue. This is a prepositional phrase which is acting as an adverbial of time. It's an adverb of time comes in the end. It's fine. The governor subject made some remarks. So some remarks about inflation is the phrase, object phrase. Yeah, perfect. Farmers in UP were spraying their crops wearing protective masks. Yeah, what is this sentence about? Farmers in UP were spraying their crops wearing protective masks.
Sir,
Yes.
it should be like this, sir. Farmers wearing protective mask were sparing their crops in UP.
वाह, क्या बात है, wonderful. Farmers wearing protective masks were spraying their crops in UP. Or one thing else can be done. We can put it here as well with a comma. In UP, this can also happen, but I'll go with your better. I mean, because this is not requiring that extra comma. Just because this not requiring that extra comma, I'll favor it. Raj could see the aeroplane using binoculars. Any issue with that? Raj could see the aeroplane using binoculars.
So Raj using binoculars could see the airplane.
क्या फर्क है इसमें? What is the problem in this sentence? Sometimes some sentences need not have problems. Please understand that. Raj could see the aeroplane using binoculars. Yeah, you can say at the map could see the aeroplane. Here you can put by using binoculars. That by is dangling. That only that by, if you put a by over here, by using binoculars, I think Raj could see the aeroplane by using binoculars. I think this much part was dangling. I mean, किसके माध्यम से वो part माध्यम से this particular part was missing by using binoculars. So sometimes you will find misplaced modifiers. Sometimes you are bound to find dangling modifiers as well. In dangling modifiers, what happens? The thing that is going to be modified, either it goes missing or the thing that is modified is there, but the modifier is missing. So you have to, fit in with the right, particular thing that you have in your mind. We gave the old clothes to a local charity. Ab tak theek hai. That had been piled up in the basement. So, question is, was the local charity piled up in the basement?
No,
The
sir.
No,
construction.
sir, old clothes.
Exactly. So, what is the structure of the sentence going to be? What is the structure of the sentence going to be? We
We
gave
gave the old clothes that had been piled up in the basement to a local charity.
we gave the old clothes that had been piled up in the basement to a local charity. Anything better? Students, we gave the old clothes that had been piled up in the basement to a local charity. Anything better that we can have? I mean, preferable. Because the old clothes had been piled up in the basement to a local charity. I just want to find something if there is an alternative. We gave we gave. What about if we have written we gave to a local charity? Now we gave a local charity the old clothes that had been piled up in the basement. No. We gave the old clothes. Okay. हाँ ये तो place है. Place never comes in the end. Adverb of place will, or rather preposition showing places normally will not come to the end if there is a recipient. Okay. We ate Mexican food after the movie. That was very spicy. So was the movie very spicy?
No, sir, food. We ate Mexican food that was very spicy after the movie.
Bilkul. Wonderful. This is what you have to look into. If you are those who are finding it difficult, you have to ask the question, okay, what is being modified over here? I got a watch for my graduation. that has a solar clock. That has a solar clock. ये relative clause है. तो वो किसके साथ है? My graduation के साथ उसको चिपका दिया है. तो does my graduation have a solar clock? Obviously not. What has a solar clock?
Watch.
My
Watch.
watch.
My watch.
I got a watch that has a solar clock for my graduation. The grass was covered by the snow that was creating a lush carpet of green. The grass was covered by the snow, so that was creating a lush carpet of green. So was the snow creating a lush carpet of green?
No, sir. Grass.
The grass. ऐसे ही बेटा उसको ढूंढो कि which there are two nouns. One is grass, the other is snow. And the following clause that comes, ये clause किसको respond करना चाहिए? Like jogging in the park or dog bit me. Who was jogging? Was I jogging or was the dog jogging? That is very difficult. ये apply किसके ऊपर हो रहा है? Jogging in the park or dog bit me. So was the dog jogging? Because it seems so, because that phrase jogging in the park has been put just before the dog. But you will say, no, sir, dog is not jogging. It's I who was jogging. So for correcting that sentence, you have to find the alternative. When I was jogging in the park, a dog bit. That's how you frame it. But that is an example of a dangling modifier. Here, everything that you are finding, mostly that you are finding is misplaced modifier. We only found one, dangling modifier till now, where you had to add one word, and that's all. So that was creating a lush carpet of green. You have to create it like this. Was covered by the snow. This is perfect over here. The grass that was creating a lush carpet of green was covered by the snow. The terrified patient with the doctor. The terrified patient talked with the doctor who had a terminal disease. So terminal disease किसके पास है? किसको है?
Patient.
Patient
Patient,
को
sir.
या doctor को? Obviously patient. This is what you have to follow. Look at the nouns, and then you will probably get your answer correctly. The terrified patient who had a terminal disease talked with the doctor. Now coming to this sentence, I used a pen for the test that contained orange ink. So does my pen contain orange ink, or does the test contain orange ink? Obviously
Pen.
Pen.
there is. Now I hope it's being clearer to you. If there is still some doubt in your mind, please ask. In this chapter modifiers, there are two types of modifiers. One is pre-modifier, post-modifier. But the category of modifiers are two different ones. One is dangling and one is misplaced. The normal, what happens is in if I open the Word file, and if I bring you to this Word file, it seems that section F and C both require. So modifier, as we know, that there are many modifiers. An adjective modifies a noun. There can be two ways. The first way will be as a pre-modifier. So a blue umbrella. Here we can see that the word blue, which is an adjective, is sitting before the thing it modifies. दो तरह के modifier होते हैं, pre-modifier, post-modifier. Pre-modifier में it will sit before the thing it modifies. Post-modifier, it will sit after the thing it modifies. So a blue umbrella, the jilted lover. So टूटा हुआ आशिक, sort of those kind of things. These are examples of pre-modifiers. Now, when you are trying to go for, sir, how can we find sentences where adjectives will sit after the noun? Okay, in this case, in the first case, these examples are examples of attributive adjectives. And in the second one, normally you find the predicative adjectives acting as post modifiers. So, how is it so? When you say he is a coward, you are describing him. So this coward is a description of he. So in predicative adjectives, the adjective follows the verb. In attributive adjectives, the adjective sits before the noun. This is the difference. So here you have, as a predicative adjective and as a post modifier, you have the word coward. Apart from this, there is another way of finding a post modifier. You can say the tree broken in half looked horrific. The tree broken in half looked horrific. Now there are two adjectives over here. One is broken in half and the other is horrific. Both of these are post modifiers, but the difference over here is that this is horrific is an example of a predicative adjective, but this one broken in half, this is a description of the tree. It is an attributive adjective, but it is coming after the noun. Certain attributive adjectives also come after the noun. It is not following the verb, but it is still acting as the adjective. You could have said the half broken tree looked horrific. ये भी आप कह सकते थे. And this would be your, happily, this would pass as the attributive adjectives because it is sitting before the noun. But here, when you say the tree broken in half, I would say it is for the sake of a dramatic addition. The tree broken in half looked horrific. It is just emphasizing or intensifying as it's working. That adjective is working as an intensifier. Coming to another question over here. The student pleaded with the instructor who cheated on the test. So again, the question comes. Now, who cheated on the test is a relative clause. Now, who cheated on the test? अब किसके साथ यहाँ पे ये relate कर रहा है? क्या वो instructor के साथ relate कर रहा है या student? Obviously, student. Very good. So that's the student. Acha, can you tell me, you have finished, both of the sections have finished phrases and clauses. Can you tell me what sort of relative clause is it? There are two types of relative clauses. One is restrictive relative clause, the other is non-restrictive relative clause. Which one is it? This is an example of a restrictive relative clause. Why am I saying this? Because you never know. In your question paper, they may ask you which is a restrictive relative clause, which is an independent clause, which is a non-restrictive relative clause, which is a dependent clause, which is none of these. I mean, this particular sentence, is it among these five options, which of this is correct? So this is a restrictive relative clause. Non-restrictive कैसे हो जाता है? यही सेंटेंस जब आप ऐसे लिखते हो, दो कॉमा के बीच में अगर रिलेटिव क्लॉज को डाल दो, नॉन रेस्ट्रिक्टिव रिलेटिव क्लॉज, और बिना कॉमा के आप यूज करो तो रेस्ट्रिक्टिव रिलेटिव क्लॉज. I returned the tuna to the fish market that was spoiled. Again, this is an example of a misplaced modifier. So, who was spoiled?
Tuna.
This relative clause. Tuna was spoiled. Good. Coming to say, yeah, leaving quickly. Now it's